Now we are ready to begin the next great chapter of American space exploration. This is a very important day. This is a very important gathering. In every way, there's no place like space.
That was President Trump on Tuesday reaffirming his desire to return America to the forefront of space exploration. The president signed a directive ordering traffic system for objects in space. Joining me right now is Vector CEO Jim Cantrell. Jim, it's good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Can you tell us a little more about what this order will actually do? It's interesting.
Yeah, so it's similar to how the FAA manages aircraft in space, or in the air. The idea is to manage the flight of satellites in space. So there's been occasionally collisions of satellites in space. It's an enormous volume of place out there that the satellites fly through, but occasionally they hit each other. So there's a deconfliction, if you will, over the orbits of these spacecraft that needs to happen.
Those satellites I mean, what other space objects will
Spent boosters. So those are the big offenders, as it turns out, in hitting things because they're so big. And like Iridium, for example, the telephone network satellite system got hit by a Soviet booster about 7 or 8 years ago, completely destroyed the satellite, and it creates secondary debris, which then, ups the amount of objects in space.
So will this debris eventually fall into the atmosphere and burn up, or is there a way to, I know there's no way right now to go clean it up, but it poses a threat to other satellites?
So that's a good question. If you're below about 500 kilometers, and that may not mean a lot to the viewers, but if you're close enough to the Earth, the atmosphere is still there, and it actually creates friction and drags the satellites back in within anywhere from weeks to years. And we see this with like re-entering space stations and things like that. But if you're up high enough, it'll stay up for hundreds of years. So that's what people really worry about. And there's some orbits that are very populated that you really have to worry about, where you've got weather satellites and things like that.
That is fascinating.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I know the president on Tuesday announced the formation of the 6th branch of the military. He's calling it the Space Force. Yeah. What's your take on that?
So I'm parting ways with the president on this one. I don't think it's advisable for 3 reasons. One, I'm a minimal government kind of person, and so another branch of the military is not what I want to see. Number 2, I think it sends the wrong message that we plan to conduct warfare in space. And I don't think that war in space is in anybody's interest, whether you're Republican, Democrat, or otherwise. And then the third reason really is it's already being done by the Air Force and the other services. So I don't understand the motivation for it. Maybe Mr. Trump could explain it to me, but I don't see it.
I'm fascinated right now that there's a lot of criticism of the president making this kind of announcement, saying that it seems like he wants to go back in time when what showed American greatness was having a great, we're going to go to the moon, rather than looking at the future. But at the same time, this is the future. A lot of people are saying going to space is the future, going to the moon, being able to do business in these different kinds of ways. How do you react to people saying this is a nostalgic move versus a future-focused move?
Well, they're either being disingenuous or they don't understand. So the fact is, as you say, that space is one of our future economies, and depending on whose numbers you believe, it's a multi-trillion-dollar economy over the next few years. Right now, it's already $500 billion in the economy. So the fact that we want to go back to the moon is really more the aspiration of humanity to explore. There's not an economic incentive today to do that.
But the Chinese are going to go to the moon in the next couple of years, but we've got a private space industry which surpasses the rest of the world. I don't think anyone else has a private space industry.
That's true.
Isn't that where we should be directing, our future? I mean, Elon Musk and then the other,
Jeff
Bezos, yeah, that's the future, is it not?
I agree, and I actually believe that human exploration of the cosmos should also be open to private people, as President Trump said, the billionaires love rockets, so both Elon and Jeff Bezos are going to go there, and that's appropriate. That's how North America was settled hundreds of years ago.
Great stuff. Jim, good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Jim Cantrell there.